Good morning. It is Jean Damascene Five. I'm going to present about a project called What is Your Function? In this presentation, I'll talk about 5 major of function of management. The first one is organization, the second is controlling, the third is planning, the fourth is staffing, and the last is reading. Also, I will talk about 3 management styles, which are directing, discussing, and delegating. Let us start on the first management function, which is organizing. Organizing management function controls the overall structure of the company, Roberts and D. Management activity associated to this function is distribution of tasks and responsibilities to the employees. The second management function is controlling. Controlling involves making sure that all other functions are operating successfully and meeting organizational goals. The management activity that is associated to this function is conflict solving or identification of constraints in the production process in the company or organization. The third one is planning. Planning is a management function that involves defining business goal and set action steps to make the goal achievable. The management activity associated to this function is evaluation of a certain department's performance. Here, the people in charge of planning should come in a given department and see if the department is operating well according to the norms or set objectives of the company. So the fourth management activity or management function is staffing. Staffing controls the recruitment and personnel needs in the organization. It means that if there is a problem of lack of employees or skilled employees, this function will come and see if they could make a recruitment or if there is a required training to the employees so that they can perform better. So management activity that is associated to this function is performance appraisal. The last management activity is reading. As it is self-explanatory, reading involves readership. So this function is useful for ensuring that the planning, organizing, controlling, and staffing are working in harmony to make the organization successful. The management activity that is associated to this function is supervision of financial transactions. Let us go on management styles. As I mentioned it above, the management styles are directing, delegating, and discussing. Let us start on directing. Directing is a management style where employees listen and follow instruction and come up with the required deliverables from their boss or managers. Okay, let us see the scenario of when using that style is appropriate. CID is a criminal investigation department of police that operates in many Commonwealth countries. The directors tell the employees what to do, and the employees come up with required deliverables. It have non-uniformed workers who goes around the city or a given area to get information from the people so that they can investigate a given crime. So directing style is appropriate here. Let us see its strength and weakness. The first strength of this directing style is that the decision-making process is very quick, because there is no negotiation or discussion among employees and the boss. So the boss will take a decision of sending employees at a given area and come up with information. Another strength is that the superiority here counts. It means that manager is the one to know what the employees should do. So it means that here it involves superiority. Let us see the weakness of this directing style. The first weakness is that there is autocratic leadership. It means that there is no democracy. You cannot say that I want to do this, you cannot oppose the manager. The manager is the one to decide what the employees have to do. Also, it disfavors social interaction between management and employees. It does not encourage the interaction between management and the manager and the employees, because there is no discussion on a certain matter. The boss is the one to say you do this and this. So let us see the second management style, which is discussing. Discussing is a management style that promotes critical thinking and discussion by asking questions about opportunities, changes, and other work-related issues to the employees. So this is a scenario of when using this style is appropriate. MTN is a telecommunication company that struggles to out-compete other telecommunication companies in Rwanda. It needs to learn the market and other strategies to help it to retain its customers and to gain more customers than ever before. So here, it means that discussing about the matter of strategies of retention of workers, it would be appropriate, because the manager could not come up with, manager alone could not come up with strategies that can help this company to outcompete other companies in Rwanda. This means that the manager will sit with other people from different departments and brainstorm different strategies that can help this MTN company to be the first one. So it means that discussing and brainstorming many ideas will help the manager to pick the best one to implement. So I think here the discussing the management style is appropriate. Let us see its strength and weakness. The first strength of discussing is that there is a good interaction between manager and employees. Here, everybody will express his points of view on the subject, and this will be a better opportunity for manager and employees to interact. That is the first strength. The second strength is that employees involved in decision-making process. The employee will feel that the company value them, because they will bring them in a hall to discuss about the subject, and they will give their opinion about which decision could be implemented. Okay, let us see the weakness of discussing. The weakness of discussing is that it will take a long time to decide, for a manager to decide, because he will evaluate each and everybody's points of view on the subject. So this should be the weakness of discussing. The last management style is delegating. Delegating management style involves assigning tasks to the employees either independently or in a group, after they bring deliverables of what the manager has asked them to do. The scenario that is appropriate, or the scenario of when delegating style is appropriate. Empower is a company that distributes solar panels in rural areas. So the workers, especially the ones in selling department, across the country selling the panel solar. So it means that the manager will give the panel solars to the selling department and go in the different rural areas and come up with the money, because they'll be selling. I think here the delegating is better, because manager will remain there at the headquarters, seeing how the procedures are going, and sending the employees to sell the solar panels in rural areas. So I think here delegating is very good. So let us see the strength and weakness of delegating. The strength of delegating is that it encourages the employees to learn. Since the manager appoints a given task to the employees, employee will come up with deliverables. So it means that he will sometimes learn some strategies to come up with the required deliverables. Also, it encourages the employees to be responsible. Because the manager have assigned the task to the employees and give him a due date, the employee will be responsible for knowing when the deliverable should be submitted and how to do it. So it means that he will schedule himself how he will be coming up with the deliverable of the project. The weakness of this style is that it is hard for non-committed employees. Sometimes the employees who are not better to work independently, it will be very hard for them to come up with a quality deliverable. Thank you very much for your kind attention.